see, some of y'all been there, right? When it's jam-packed. Some of y'all been there with the crowd and the roars and the understanding of who we are. And how, if you perform like you performed in that scrimmage, they're gonna eat you alive. You might as well disconnect your social media. Because now they kind. Do what you did out there in that scrimmage and see what they do. They're gonna eat you alive. You got 12 days to get this thing together.
We start on that side. What do you think?
I wonder how many people are going to get mad at him for telling the truth to the team.
Yeah.
I mean, goddamn, dog, that's as real as it gets. That is all real football people, because Coach Prime's a real football person, fanboys. Let's be real here. Coach Prime is as real of a football dude as you can get. He's not like the fans that ride with him. He's way more like me, or let me rephrase. I'm way more like him than we are like y'all.
Sure.
So he is 100% looking at his team and saying there's something missing. We got it, and he's trying to motivate them, and he's using social media and what is now mainstream media to get that message across, like every great coach does. Belichick did this forever. Every good coach does this shit. They use the media and play it like a fiddle. And now, now you've got the people that never think anything bad happens in Boulder, like they're walking around on clouds. Well, now the head man's telling you they're not very good on that day. In that scrimmage on that day, they weren't very good. Mm-hmm. And he's letting them know. And he's doing it on social media. And some people will look at that and go, see, they're not going to be as good as you thought. And some people will look at that and go, see, he's actually being honest with his football team and telling them what they need to hear in order to motivate them to be better. So, I think that it's smart. It's good coaching. It's the way you're supposed to motivate your football team. Because, there wasn't social media when I played football. So, Twitter didn't even come around until like 3 years after I got done retired, and that's how old I am. But yeah, man, you're right. If they see you struggle and they see you suck, people are going in on you. And you can get constructive criticism in coaching for people that actually know what they're talking about, like me, or you can get just rhetoric and like spewed bullshit like you get 98% of the rest of the time with all these other people. So
yeah.
I like that Coach did this. I think it's smart, and I think he should do it more, honestly, because I think his football team is really, really, really good. But every one of these kids has a Twitter account. They all read about how special they are. I just got done talking about how lazy people are. I'm not saying everybody on CU's football team is lazy. I'm saying, as a whole, college football players and NFL players, once they get to a certain level, pick and choose how hard they want to work. That's what I'm saying. If you're going to take offense to that, God, man, I hope that you played as long as I did and have seen what I've seen and trained as many fucking big-time players as I have and watched them walk in hungry and leave satisfied, and maybe they didn't really get what they wanted in the long run. That's all I'm saying. So maybe you should get off my dick and listen to what I have to say about this shit and take it as gospel, because I know more than you.
Absolutely. And I agree with you.
I think Coach Prime is on the right path.
For sure. And, Matt, we're less than 2 weeks until Colorado versus Georgia Tech, which is going to be must-watch TV on national TV, which, shocking with Coach Prime. But let's go over to Brett Key. Brett Key said Brett Key is not happy. He doesn't think Georgia Tech is anywhere near ready to play a football game right now.
Steve Rosga, yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah, shout out to Steve.
1-5. Grippy.
Shout out to Steve Rosga. Take a listen to Brett Key saying his team is not ready to play a football game right now. We'll go to the other side of this matchup that we're less than 2 weeks away from.
That well today. I thought I don't think we're anywhere close to being ready to play a football game. Way too many penalties, way too many turnovers, way too many blown assignments, way too many guys that either didn't play or tapped out for aches and pains and things you have to play through. We're not even close from a standpoint from mental toughness, the grit and the fortitude that you have to play this game. we got a lot of young kids on the field, new kids, but that is zero excuse. All right, so we got a lot of damn work to do.
Sounds like he's saying the same thing. Sounds like he's saying the exact same thing in just a different way.
Exactly.
And apparently this game's going to suck. It's going to be 6-3. But look, he played at Georgia Tech. He's got a ton of pride in that program, obviously. And he expects them to be tough and expects them to play hard. And I'm telling you, Coach, in this era, I would say, I want you to play that again. And I want everybody to understand something about what I'm getting ready to say. Everybody in the chat and everybody that's watching and adding on as we're gaining viewers by the second. There are, I would say, 75% of the room that are offended the way that Brett Key said it rather than listen to the message. How much you want to bet? He's calling me soft and I don't really want to play. And he said I tapped out. How much you want to fucking bet?
I'm not going to argue with that. Shoot.
It's the room sitting there super offended that Coach is coaching. I guarantee you they do it to Prime too. Well, Prime was so cool when he tried to get me here, and it was so awesome. I thought he was supposed to be my friend. And then I got here, and he's really coaching me, and he's calling me out in front of everyone. I thought we were cool. I thought I was Coach Prime's friend. I thought Coach Prime and I were buddies. Why doesn't he treat me like he treats his sons?
Yeah. Exactly. It's I mean, yeah, it's insanity. But I think you have a point there, Matt. Now you're hearing from both coaches, Coach Prime and Coach Key. I mean, the clock's ticking. I think Caden Salter, I don't think they're going to name a starting quarterback. I think they're just going to roll him out there, but I think he's going to be QB1. Speaking of the run game, Matt, I saw a clip of DeKalin Taylor in practice taking a screen up the sideline here. One note in the running back room, though, Matt, Dallin Hayden he got a hand injury. He's unlikely to play against Georgia Tech in week 1, so Colorado is down a running back in the opening weeks. What do you think about that news?
That sucks. Next guy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you're hurt, but we got football to play. So, I've been through a lot of injuries in my life. I understand how shitty it is as a player to watch. But if you're hurting the team because you're hurt, you can't help.
No, that's true.
Then you have to shelf ego and go, okay, is this really the best option for the football game, or is this just the best option for me? So,
right. Yeah,
Hayden's got to sit and recover, and he opens up the door for 20, who's a little water bug and shifty as hell and looked really good. So
that cat is.
We got to use them though, bro. Okay, so again, I'm going to go straight back. We can sit here and I'm not going to do the premature excitement shit anymore. I can't do it. Last year, all offseason, what did we hear? That they were going to run the ball and they were going to commit to it and they were going to support Shedeur through the running game. No, we're over last year. They were 9-4. It was awesome. I'm glad Travis won the Heisman. It was an incredible season. CU's back, baby. I want you to listen to something real quick. If they would have supported Shedeur Sanders through the run game, they would have been an 11-2 team and in the fucking playoffs. Period.
Thank you.
They would have won maybe 12 wins. They would have won the Big 12. They had the best player in the world, plus the best quarterback in the conference and the best defense in the conference at the end of the year. And because we couldn't run the game, what games did we actually lose? All right, we got hammered against fucking Kansas.
And Kansas. It's the Kansas teams.
K-State's a win if you run the ball.
Yes, true.
If you control like Nebraska. And Nebraska still, it was 28-0. They didn't score in the second half, ended 28-10. That game might be different if you can actually run the ball in Lincoln. K-State, different. They win that game in Folsom if they can run the football and eat the clock, and they don't leave any time for K-State at the end of the game after they took the lead. Even with Shedeur being Superman, I mean, just think about what a little bit of support would look like. So I just want to see it, dog. I think that if they didn't run the ball for 65 yards a game, which was the worst in the country, look at the stats. Don't get mad at me. It's more than just the O-line wasn't good. It's scheme. You can figure out a way to run the football. Trust me, I'm a coach. There's ways to run the football if you want to run the football. All right, not every team in the country has a badass O-line, and we damn sure don't have the worst talent in the country on the position when we're dead last running the ball 65 yards a fucking game. Shut up. So all I'm saying is I want to see it. I want to see it. I don't want to see 10 runs that go for 2 yards apiece and social media starts getting outraged and someone's like, oh, fuck it. Pat's just like, fuck it. I'm just going to throw the ball every play then. That's what you want. The crowd starts booing. And now we're throwing the ball 50 times and we're in the shootout. We don't, no offense to Salter and Juju, they're not Shador right now.
Yeah.
So
they don't got Travis either.
I could get with that with Shador. I can get with it. I couldn't get with it with this year's team, especially with the offensive line and how big they are. And yeah, again, everyone, God almighty, bro. The offensive line last year was plenty good enough to run the football if they would have actually ran the football. It's really hard to run the ball out of 11 personnel all the time.
True. And it's Matt and I, we discussed this the whole season. Like
and instead of actually listening to what I say, a guy who played on both sides of the line of scrimmage, you guys like vilify it like I'm talking shit about someone.
Yeah, it's insanity.